every person, internet, welcome. This is my pomegranate. I'm going to eat pomegranate, and you will watch. You will watch every second. You will watch. I'm gonna eat this pomegranate, and I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. This is my review of pomegranate. This is a pomegranate. It looks, it's a very pretty fruit. It is a pomegranate. And it looks very nice. It looks very nice. It is very beautiful. And I'm going to eat this. I'm going to be like Persephone. You ever know that story from like Greek mythology where like Persephone eats pomegranate? I'm Persephone. I'm going to eat this pomegranate. And you're going to watch every second. You're going to watch every second. You're going to watch every second. Trust me. You're going to watch every second. You know that? You don't have a choice. I'm going to lay you somewhere. I'm going to try to lay you at a good angle. But, alas, I have failed. But I am going to eat this pomegranate. No doubts in that. I will eat this pomegranate, and it's going to be a good pomegranate. You know that? It's going to be very good. This is a pomegranate. The lighting has gotten much better. And now it got worse. And now it's better. This is a pomegranate. You're going to like this pomegranate. I'm going to like this pomegranate. In fact, you may even, after seeing this, you may even want to eat this pomegranate right here. So this pomegranate, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to tell you how it tastes. It looks like a very beautiful fruit, and this is going to be a great installation of my excellence. So I have breached the pomegranate. Look at this. That is a pomegranate. That is part of a pomegranate. Yes, it is. I don't think I cut enough, though. I'm going to cut more. I don't know how to eat a pomegranate, but I'm going to eat it. Yes, I will. I want to see what this tastes like. You see, I'm going to taste it. Okay. So it kind of tastes like an apple. So far, I'm tasting like an apple. However, I want to get to the seeds, because I know the seeds in a pomegranate are edible, and that this should be fun. This should be very fun. Alas. Look how beautiful that is. Do you see that? That is a pomegranate. Yes, it is. It looks beautiful on the inside. You see it? I would take pomegranate based on how good it looks. I will take pomegranate any day over an apple, because it looks gorgeous. So let me try. What does a seed taste like? I want to taste its seed. I actually love the burst of flavor it has. It has a specific type of burst of flavor, you know? Like, whenever you eat the seed, there's like a burst of juice, of pomegranate juice, that I just absolutely adore. I adore it. So I'm going to eat the rest of this. I'm going to try to explain what it tastes like. So, no doubt the seeds taste like like what... It has a texture of a seed. But pomegranate seeds are different in that, like I said, it has a burst of flavor. And it is excellent. Now, I wish I had a fork. You may want a fork when you eat pomegranate, because this is rather inhumane right now. But look how beautiful these seeds are. Like, when you bite into that, it explodes. And it tastes excellent. Or at least I think it does. The taste itself is like a mix of an apple and a cherry. Which, looking at pomegranate itself, kind of looks like what it would taste like. I think. Now, we're going to cut the rest of this with its natural segments. Actually, no, I'm going to wait. I want to finish this batch of seeds first. It is remarkably good. Because I am an avid fan of cherries. Cherries are one of my favorite fruits. And this is very good. No doubt about it. Although it is kind of hard picking out like a taste for it. Because at first you don't know what to say about it. But it is a very beautiful fruit. When you open it, it is very beautiful. Now, I'm going to try eating the pomegranate itself rather than the seeds. The juice, by the way, is remarkable. I love the juice. I'm going to try the actual... Actually, I'm going to get a fork and spoon. I'll be right back. Alright, I have come back with my fork and spoon. You see these? This should be good. Because now this should be easier to eat. I wonder if I, like, scoop out the seeds. Or, I wonder if I'm supposed to eat it, like... Okay. So, the pomegranate itself has a very bitter taste to it. Not a big fan of that. It kind of tastes like... Yeah, so I take it you're not actually supposed to eat it like that. The seeds are excellent, though. Like, you know how you eat... When you bite into an apple and you really get close to the seeds, and it has that bitter taste? That's exactly what the pomegranate tastes like. Which makes sense, because it's basically a vessel for, like, pomegranate seeds. Which is, you know, trying to find the best way to cut this. I'm going to cut it in half, like, down here. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely adore it. Look at that. That is a beautiful fruit. Ah. It is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous fruit, no doubt about it. It is an interesting fruit. I have never heard of a fruit where you should eat the seeds and not the actual fruit. It is very unique. I don't know how it grows. It's just very interesting. It's a very interesting fruit. I will say that. Like, that much. It is very interesting. However, in terms of taste, I don't know if it's anything that crazy. Definitely some really good parts. Like, in terms of, like, enjoyment when chewing, it is very nice. I'm not even gonna lie. Because it's fun. It's actually kind of fun to eat. Not, like, scraping out the seeds and whatever, but I mean, like, just feeling the explosion or, like, the burst of flavor. It's just kind of fun. Oh, fuck. My hands are a little slippery. Again, I don't really know how to eat pomegranate. So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can eat the fruit. I'm sure you can. It won't kill you or anything. But in terms of enjoyment factor, I'd rather not eat the actual fruit. But God, the seeds are good. Like, they are pretty good. I could imagine this being a pain if you're, like, making a recipe with pomegranate. Because pulling the seeds out, it can be a little tasky. Look at that. That is a beautiful ass fruit. That is what you like to see. I love the color of it. Besides some parts kind of look like cheese. I'm not completely about it. But, yeah. It is certainly enjoyable to eat. Yeah. I wonder if, like, I don't know how it grows. Like, that's the biggest question to me. Like, if you eat the seeds, why do you have pomegranate seed? What if you, like, plant a pomegranate seed, you know? Like, I feel like pomegranates are just kind of weird. Like, looking at them now, God, and might I add, that juice, like, on my plate looks amazing. I love the magenta color. It looks good. This looks like a fruit that looks good and kind of is good. I don't know if it's something to write home about, I'll be honest. But it's, like, kind of comforting, you know? Like, I really don't mind pomegranate. In fact, it's kind of good. Definitely doesn't beat cherries, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, cherries are some of my favorite. I think I love pineapples. Pineapples are great. I love this. I do love it. It is a unique fruit. I do know that. Oh, look at this. It is so gorgeous. Like, in terms of, like decoration, or natural decoration, that is. It is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous fruit. Like, I will not lie, it is 100% gorgeous. One of the most unique fruits I've seen like this. It kind of looks like a beehive. Like, I have bees, and this is kind of what, like, a sea beehive looks. It is gorgeous. Like, I love the... I just love how it looks. It looks good. Like, because in the food world, it is very important that your, like, dish or whatever looks good. It's just the case. Because, you know, there's a lot of picky eaters out there in the world. And, you know, they definitely won't eat it if it doesn't look good. This looks appetizing. This looks like an absolutely gorgeous fruit. In terms of taste, it's a little more general. Again, it's kind of like a cross between cherries and like sweet cherries, not like sour cherries. And a kind of apple, like kind of like Red Delicious apples. That taste. Cross sweet cherries and Red Delicious apples, and you got pomegranate. That's what I think. And in terms of the actual fruit itself, it is very bitter. Like I said, it's like an apple core, which is a little disappointing. But I think the uniqueness of pomegranate really adds a lot. But then again, there are a lot of unique fruits out there in the world. One I want to get my hands on is star fruit. I have no idea what it tastes like. I've been wanting to know. I kind of think it tastes like it looks like a fruit that would taste like Skittles for some reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But yeah. This also has a lot of juice in it. Like, it's good to suck in the juice. It's all very good. It's a very interesting fruit. I can't get over it. I've never seen a fruit like this. I wonder if there's stuff in the middle that I'm missing here. Because I want all of it. I don't want this to go to waste. I'm not a waster, you know? I'm a saver. Oh, and there's more seeds. Wonderful. It's all very nice. Like, in fact, the seeds are kind of in, like, this kind of pop rock crystal-y thing. Which makes this even more interesting. Like, look at this. Phil, focus. Yeah. Like, look at that. That's a pomegranate seed. Like, that is weird. It's actually a little amazing. And when you bite into it, it like bursts. I actually really like that. It adds to the flavor, I think. It's all about texture. Texture is very important in food. Because there are a lot of picky eaters in the world. And if texture isn't good, yeah, they're not going to eat it. Kind of reminds me of how presentation in the world is very important. Or in food, anyways. Because the thing is, if the presentation of food isn't good, and there are a lot of picky eaters in the world, they're not going to eat it. Also, look how beautiful that is. That's like a whole thing. I could just bite into this. The flavor is good. It's bursty. Like, it is very good. No doubts about it. Like, I do have trouble describing it, but I assure you, it's basically sweet cherries plus Red Delicious apples. God. I really do feel like Persephone. It does take a while to eat the whole thing, though. Which is a good or a bad thing. It means there's a lot. Which is good. Because pomegranates... Well, I got this one for, like, a single one. For, like, $3. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that feels like a lot for a fruit. Like a single fruit. But now looking at it... There is a lot here. Like, there's a lot to uncover in a pomegranate. Like, I won't deny it. There is a lot. So, maybe the price is worth it if you really want to try it. Maybe you'll like it. I don't think the taste is that unique. I was going into this expecting a more exotic taste. But I'd be lying if the fruit itself wasn't exotic. It's just the taste I'm talking about. In terms of, like, looks and everything, this is a beautiful ass fruit. Like, it is. You know, these seeds kind of remind me, like, corn. Like, because imagine if this was yellow. This would just be corn. Like, you know how you eat corn? It also has, like, a burst of flavor. This also, it's like that. But this has a lot more, like, burst. It's very nice. But I am kind of disappointed with the taste of the fruit itself. But it is weird how it has so many seeds. Like, you have to actively find these seeds. Like, you have to search for them. They're not just... Well, maybe that's because I cut it wrong. But, you know. Either way. If you cut it right, it'd be easier. But I definitely cut this wrong. So, I'm just going to have to deal with it. Oh, look at that. It's strange. It's like these seeds... I don't know if the... Yeah, it's like they're in little red crystals. I just love that aesthetic. It's so cool. I don't know how it works. This fruit really makes me question nature. Personally. I don't know if that would happen to you. But for me, it makes me question nature. Yeah. I really have to look for these, like, seeds. There's so many. I assure you, once I'm, like, done with the fruit itself, there's going to be, like, a ton on my plate. Because they do kind of drop a little. I'm just going to rip it. It is kind of a fragile fruit. I'm not going to lie. Its hardcover really is deceiving. God, when you get a lot of seeds, though, and, like, just eat them all at once, I think the enjoyment factor is, like, multiplied by, like, however many you're holding. Yeah, when you eat a lot at once, you really taste the flavor. It is kind of a messy fruit, though. Like, eating it. It looks pretty, but when you're eating it, it's kind of messy. That's not an issue. There's just so many seeds. Like, it's so weird. I don't know how it works. I don't know how pomegranates, like, grow. like, all from this from a single seed, or is it, like, just not like that? Oh, look at that. Like, it's just... It's a nice fruit. Like, I just can't deny it. Like, I can't get mad at this fruit. Yes, it may take forever to eat, but I just can't get mad at it. Like, look at it. It's so peaceful. Like, honestly, if I had a food crush, it'd be pomegranate. Guarantee it. It's a very beautiful fruit. Very elegant. Just peaceful. It's very innocent. Like, it's not going to backstab you. It's a true friend. And if you're looking for a relationship, it'll be, like, an even better, like, mate, you know? It's just a very nice fruit overall. You know? Like, you ever just, like, go on a date with an apple? They're so, like, boring. Because everyone likes apples. Like, there's no, like, taste or anything. Like, it's not very unique. Like, sure, you can have Granny Smith apples, or Red Delicious, or Pink Lady apples, or Fuji. They're all, like, they have different tastes, but an apple is still an apple. Like, it's a very basic fruit. Honestly, probably the first fruit I've ever eaten. But then pomegranate comes along in your life. And it's like, wow, I wish I had a fruit this beautiful. And it came along. And yeah, that's what a pomegranate basically is to me. I think. Don't quote me on that. In fact, don't quote me at all. I do have an issue with dropping seeds. That's the only complaint. Because, you know, even with your perfect hubby, you know, there's still going to be problems. There's going to be issues. And it's just the life lesson of living together, you know. When you move in with pomegranate, there's going to be some issues. Which is, you know, whatever. Oh, well. Well, the thing is, pomegranate only has one issue. In an apple, you may find, like, more than one. Actually, no, I think an apple has more. Let me think of a fruit that has more than one issue for me. Like, you would not want to go on a date with, like, a peach, for example. Like, I love peaches. I love all peaches. But sometimes, when you go on a date with a peach, they're suspicious. What I mean by that is, basically, like, you ever, like, feel a bad peach? Because, like, it's not a great feeling. I don't like feeling rotten peaches. And sometimes they're just secretly rotten, like, from the inside. And it's like, oh, what's going on there? You're secretly rotten the whole time? Like, it's beyond rotten. to be like secretly rotten. And, you know, pomegranate isn't like that. In fact, I haven't ever seen a rotten pomegranate. I don't know what they look like. It's honestly hard to tell on the outside. Well, maybe if it's all like dark and stuff, because usually, if it's all dark and stuff, it's not a pomegranate, it's an apple. But, yeah, whatever. So how's your day? My day was just, well, I was thinking about this pomegranate. I'm thinking, like, about the pomegranate. Like, how am I going to eat this thing? How good is it going to taste? Am I going to be disappointed? Honestly, I am not disappointed. I may be disappointed in the bland flavor. Or, no, bitter. Bitter, not bland. But you know what? Whatever. It's not even bad. It's a good fruit. And I'm not wrong. Pomegranate is a beautiful